Hello there, Libra. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your general reading for November 2020. We are going to be digging into your astrological themes and doing a full tarot spread for y'all, so stay with me till the end. I hope that you are doing great, Libra. I hope this has been a wonderful November so far. I do apologize, I'm getting these out later than usual. This has been an incredibly busy couple past weeks. Lots of planetary energies, so I've been making lots of videos, doing lots of personal readings, so bear with me, guys. I always try to get these out as soon as energetically allowable and possible, so I hope you all have been doing great. Love my Libra friends, love to see you out there. I appreciate your energy and your time spent here with me so very much. If you haven't done so yet, I do invite you to reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. Always, as always, give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button to let me know you enjoy this content. As always, Libra, this is a general reading, so it will not resonate with every single Libra out there. So take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. This will mostly correspond with Libra's Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, and all of our Libra cross watchers are welcome to join us as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information regarding the card decks that I use, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information are down below in the description box. So first I'm going to talk with you just a little bit about the astrological influences, Libra. The biggest things that you're going to feel, are Mars in Aries right now. It is in retrograde until November 13th next week, and that is doing a little do-si-do opposition dance to Venus, your ruling planet in your sign of Libra. So that is the biggest thing that I think you're feeling right now, is there definitely is this push and pull energy. You do have Mars moving through your universal relationship house right now. And so the fact that it has been in retrograde for almost 2 months will definitely have led to a feeling of things maybe not being so direct in relationships. Many times having to suppress frustrations or anger or things that you've just really been aggravated about. Many times if you have tried to bring up those subjects, it doesn't go the way that you would like, or it just doesn't really get handled. For some of my Libras, you may be involved with an Aries, or you may be having that energy of Aries coming up around your relationship house very strongly over the last few months. So once that starts to move direct, on November 13th, there will be movement going forward in your relationship area again. And that deals not just with romance, but with partnerships of all kinds, contracts, agreements, co-workers, friends, etc. All of those one-on-one relationships will shift and start to move forward in a better direction. The sun is moving along in the sign of Scorpio right now, which is a very intense, very mysterious energy that does highlight your universal second house. So there is a lot of deep digging, and it's really so much about your value structure as well as healing things that are going on deeply rooted within. And you may be healing some old financial burdens or issues at this time of the year. There's a lot going on. We have come out of our Mercury retrograde. That's very, very positive. The next movement of your ruling planet Venus will be into the sign of Scorpio. That will be on Sunday the 21st at the same time that the sun moves into Sagittarius. Both of those will be, interesting movements for you. The sun in Sagittarius is very positive. Venus in Scorpio is very deep and very intense, though, for you, Libra. So just get ready that later in this month, you will be continuing a little bit of that Scorpio feeling deep dive into your emotional life, into your values, and the things that matter the most deep within your soul. So let's see what we have got in your cards for you, Libra. I'm going to be pulling just a few oracle cards to get some basic energies for you. And then we're going to do a full Celtic Cross Tarot spread. So dear angels, guardians, guides, helpers, healers, protectors, please be with our Libras. Please bring us clear, accurate messages for their highest good and protect their energy during this reading. Thank you so much. Ooh, Libra, look at that, the potential. So to me, this is, I love this card, especially for the Scorpio season that we're currently in, and the next season of Venus that will be in Scorpio starting on the 21st. Because to me, there is this feeling of depth, of darkness, of mystery. There's that mysterious glow in the clouds. And it's like this is the magic of what could be, building the potential, building up to certain outcomes. I feel like a lot of my Libras right now are very much building up to their personal potential, to their personal gifts. And so this could be, you know, a time of the year over this course of this month where a lot of my Libras are just sort of feeling like, you know, most people can't see what's sort of hidden behind the clouds and the mist. You may be working very much, sometimes in isolation, sometimes on your own ideas, your own thoughts, your own feelings, because you're feeling a little bit more introverted at times these days due to that Scorpio influence. So let's see what we've got in our chakra and crystal cards. Let's get a crystal or gemstone that are best for you to work with this month, as well as a chakra coming up to be healed. Oh, I think that was my crow. My crow is shifting around over here. I was like, what is that? He's moving around. Hopefully he'll be okay. Even fake birds move around a lot, don't they? Ooh, that one wanted to flip right on out, so I'm going to take that. So the Larimar came up, a beautiful blue, very oceanic, aquatic gemstone that's beautiful for you to work with. It is in connection with the water, with the ocean, and it is a throat chakra stone. So Libra, like I said, with, you know, just coming out of Mercury retrograde, with the sun moving in Scorpio, Venus starting its journey in Scorpio on the 21st, this is a time where communication is very emotional, it's very deep, it's very profound, it's the depths of the ocean, right? And so it's very, very good for you to work with a throat chakra stone to really help you express those deeper parts of your soul and spirit. So let's get a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Let's see what the animal kingdom is bringing through for my Libras, who is going to be closest around you for this month. If they'll shuffle for me, come on, guys. Don't you want to play with Libra? Come on. They're being a little stingy tonight. I don't know what that's about. So, oh, but the cow spirit came out, which is a very, very generous, overflowing energy. So the miracles are endless. I love the cow. It's a very supportive, warm, maternal, gentle, caring kind of energy. Very sustaining. You know, in Celtic tradition, it also has a very strong goddess connection, you know, to that mothering energy. So can be also a card of healing and you know, just nurturing yourself, Libra. So don't forget to take good care of yourself. The energies can be kind of intense and kind of heavy this month, no doubt. And so it's good for you to make sure to nurture yourself with that water energy, the goddess energy of the cow, and that potential. Nurture your potential this month. So let's get into your tarot. Let's see what we have got for our Libras out there. Wow, this is definitely a watery time. Oh my goodness. It's very emotional, but very deep, very deeply emotional. The Scorpio energy is really important to you right now, Libra. Right in the center, right in the middle of that Celtic cross is that Queen of Cups. This is our Scorpio queen, absolutely. You know, all about the deep depths. Look at this, the theme of the ocean there coming through with that Larimar crystal. You know, she is all about those deep inner emotions, really honoring those feelings, reflecting on them, being careful about who she tells her, very important emotional business to. She's very careful about that. This is a time, Libra, when you may feel, a little, I don't know if guarded is really the word, but it's very kind of like emotionally protective. And you aren't going to really want to communicate or talk to somebody that you think is going to be harsh with you or might, not keep your secrets. That's a big deal to you right now. It's almost like, right now Venus is in Libra, but the sun is in Scorpio. And then as soon as the sun moves out of Scorpio, your ruling planet Venus moves into Scorpio. So it's just like you're really getting this very deep dive kind of energy for November. Knight of Swords, yeah. And ooh, you may be feeling a little bit anxious about it. You may be feeling a little nervous, like, you've really got something, that you don't necessarily want to talk to about with everyone, and you don't want it to get spread around. And so it's like you really don't want anybody, prying into your business. But you may feel like a lot of people are either coming at you, or you kind of feel it's hard for you to keep secrets because Libra, in general, you're not a real secretive person. And the Knight of Swords is like coming through with that fast and furious communication and mental energy. In the immediate past, we do have this Three of Wands. So I do feel like you've been in a slightly more passive energy for a season here. And it wouldn't surprise me because with Mars in retrograde moving through that universal relationship house, Libra, which is also your house, by the way, that relationship house is the Libra house. So this has been making you feel more passive, more like I'm going to sit back and let people come to me, let the things that are meant to be mine come to me, which is not a bad energy to be in a lot of ways, Libra. It's definitely more relaxing. It's more reflective, and it's more like I'll just be the magnet. I'll sit here. I will let my ships come to me. I'm not going to chase them down because I've been chasing enough. Oh, wow. Okay, so clarifying Three of Wands with the Three of Wands, Libra. So yeah, you've definitely been in that mode. Wow. For some of you, you don't like it. For some of you, you may feel like, oh, I've just been so lazy. Oh, I've been so unaccomplished lately. I haven't been getting that much done. But really, I don't think that's it for most of you. For most of you, it's really just this feeling of like, look, I have done a lot of work. I have put in a lot of effort. And Libra, you are the scales of balance. You are the scales of justice. And so if you've been living a life, and a lot of my Libras do, where you've just been giving and giving and giving and putting out your work and effort, and people haven't been reciprocating, you're like, you know what? If you want me, you're going to have to come do something back that's nice for me because I've done so much for you. And you know which ones it is. It's not all of your people. That's why you're being very careful with your emotions and what you put out to others right now, because there are people that are reciprocal and they do give back and there's equal energy exchange. And then there's some that are just there to suck you dry. And so you really know the difference at this point going into the future, right? Near future, there is your own energy standing in your power. I always feel that when your own card comes into your reading, that is very much you standing in your power. That is your Justice card. That is your Libra energy right there. So to me, this is again all about balancing things out. What is fair, what is unfair, and really fighting to bring that back into balance. I feel like you're going to, in the near future, Libra, as this energy progresses through this month, you are going to feel stronger. You are going to feel, just like you're back on track. You're getting your groove back, Libra, getting back in the flow of things. That's really how that feels. And look at that, yes, woo! Libra and Aries finally getting back on track. Look at that. There your Emperor is. That's the Aries energy. That Aries, Mars being retrograde in your own house, Libra, that has not been easy, but by the end of this month, that completely changes. And look what we've got. We've got Venus and Mars, Libra and Aries. back together. Look at that, going in a good direction. On the underscore here, undercurrent, this is what you've got in the subconscious, very close to your heart. This is your air energy, very strong Aquarius with the King of Swords. So to me, this again is about wanting to make good decisions, very strategic, very planned out. You might seem kind of detached to some people because you're really cutting out the drama. That's to me the King of Swords, cutting out the drama, cutting out the conflict, cutting out excessive worry, right? You know, and really coming at things from a clear place of leadership. Very nice, because it's your own element. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you're Libra's devising some plans with this Three of Pentacles coming through. It's like, okay, how do I build something new? How do I create something different? Maybe I need to get some advice from a teacher on what I'm doing so that I can do it better. But it really is advancing some kind of plan, some kind of blueprint. Message from Spirit crowning the spread doesn't surprise me. There is that Four of Swords. So, you know, Spirit's really telling you, Libra, you have been through quite a lot of ups and downs, quite a lot of battles. You've expended a ton of energy, intellectually, emotionally, physically, and so you shouldn't feel bad at all about taking some breaks. You shouldn't feel bad at all about that. That's the balancing act that Libra needs to do sometimes, because Libra, sometimes if you work too hard and you just wear yourself out, then you got to go through a period of rest and recovery. The best thing for Libra is to try to balance those times, because sometimes, oh, my Libra friends, they can just work themselves to the bone, and I'm just like, oh, honey, make sure you're taking your breaks and your naps, because they'll do that. They'll just work so hard, and then they'll just crash, and it's like, oh, it's just Libra. So here on top of that Four of Swords, Ten of Cups. So Libra, to me, taking that rest, taking a break, kind of powering down, you know, and just, you know, giving yourself that recovery time. It really does lead to good things, because here's that Ten of Cups. It leads to greater peace, greater comfort, greater happiness and bliss, and really that feeling of ultimate emotional fulfillment and love. So let's get into your advice. This is actually a really beautiful and quite powerful reading so far. Look at that. That Emperor is coming through big time for you, Libra. That Mars energy is very important. It is, because this is in the polarity. So suggested approach is to embrace that Emperor, to embrace that Aries spirit. It's very, very strong. This is that fighting spirit. And you know, Libra, because this is your opposition sign, you're like two sides of the same coin. And so there are a lot of similarities between you. Both of you definitely have that fight in you. You have that you know, that thing. Whereas, you know, Libra may come at it from more that side of diplomacy and justice. Yeah, she still holds a sword in one hand. Libra, you can fight for something if you really want it, I'm telling you. And seeing the Emperor in the future too, for a lot of you, yeah, you may be involved in with an Aries, or you may have Aries in your chart very strongly. For those of you that do not, though, this Mars transit is going to be a really very important turning point for you this month and going forward. It's really telling you to stand up, be strong, fight for yourself and what is right. Clarified by the Five of Swords to me, yet again, this is, you know, that stand up and fight for something, or cut your losses and walk away. It also denotes people that have been, you know, kind of that win at all cost attitude, that haven't treated you right in the past. And so it's really about turning that loose and not putting up with it, you know, not putting up with it going forward into the future. What you need to know, look at that, Ten of Pentacles. So we had the Ten of Pentacles, we had the Ten of Cups. To me, this is abundance. This is hard work paying off. It's wisdom of the ages. It's loyalty. It's really having a solid home or stability under you in that way. So you may be coming into a better plateau, more maturity, hopefully more abundance. We always like to see that, and that's a great part of that card as well. And look at that, the sun. Ooh, so Libra, you may be feeling, you know, the positivity returning, the vitality returning, feeling a lot more optimistic about whether it is, you know, where you're going with work, finances, partnerships, building a home together with someone. You may be feeling a lot more positive. The sun is the most positive card in the tarot, so whenever we see that, we know there's something blessing you coming along. Hopes and fears is that 10 of Wands. Another 10, guys. Ooh, lots of 10s for my Libra. To me, though, this 10 of Wands, this is all about the end of a burdensome cycle, right? It's that, and like I said, y'all been fighting a hard battle. You know it. You've been fighting this hard battle, and you're hoping that it's over. Fearing that it might not be. Let's get a clarifier on that. Why is this 10 of Wands here for Libra in the hopes and fears position? Because Libra, look at that. Your Justice card is coming out again. Woo-hoo-hoo. You really want this fairness. You have fought for this fairness. Boy, you have fought for it, and you really want it. I think you're going to have it. But you definitely have, it's time to maybe lower the defenses a little bit. Outcome card is this 9 of Wands. So, you know, this is, you've been fighting hard. You've been through the battle. You might feel really fatigued. You may feel really just like, oh, I can't take it anymore, right? That's why your Emperor is coming up twice as well. You know, I mean, this is the warrior. This is that fighting spirit. But it's time to get, you know, up on a better place from it. And look at that, we got the Chariot coming out. So yeah, definitely moving on, learning the lessons here, right? Our Chariot's always about learning some kind of deep spiritual truths about ourselves. It's that Cancer energy, and it's that balance too, right? The yin and the yang, the male and the female, right here with those Sphinx. It's all about that balance. But I would say, you know, you really want to go, instead of being, you know, this beaten up warrior, still, you know, really exhausted on the battlefield, you want to go from that feeling to this feeling with that Emperor. And that's what I really feel is going to be shifting over the course of this November. Yep, stepping up in that power. Because the Emperor has been that 9 of Wands. He's been down and beaten down on that battlefield before. He knows what that feels like, and that's why he's in this place of power now. This is an intense reading. Oh my gosh. Okay. Libra, lots of doubled energy on this read. 7 of Cups and 7 of Cups on the bottom of both of these decks. Sheesh. So, talk about that. That's your famous indecision coming out, Libra. You may have to make a choice, and there may be a lot of options. It may be giving you a feeling of emotional overwhelm, and that may be why you've really got to pull back in, take some time for yourself, and feel this out. Yeah. Don't pressure yourself too hard. Let things naturally unfold here. You know, you're coming from the doubled up 3 of Wands, right? A lot of doubled energy. 2 3 of Wands, 2 Emperors, 2 Justice cards. Amazing. This is an amazing reading, y'all. Let your ships come to you and focus on justice and personal power. You are the justice in the world, Libra. You know what equality and fairness are all about. And you radiate that into the world and into your personal life, wherever it is, whatever area that is. Incredible. So let's get an affirmation on this from our little Rhyme and Reason Oracle deck here. Ooh, yes, the maze. And you may feel like you're walking a maze right there. The card of captivity. The labyrinth is closely wound with exits glimpsed, but seldom found. Okay. So that one could be a bit intense, Libra. You may feel like you're navigating the labyrinth these days. There's puzzles to be solved, some unresolved issues that are coming up to be healed, and sometimes feeling somewhat trapped and that you've got to find the way out. That could be partly why these two Seven of Cups are coming up. It's time to resolve some things. Libra, if you've been putting off making some decisions about something, do your proper investigation, but it will be time to make a choice soon. I hope you have an amazing November, Libra, and I will look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.